Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some Ferocious Cup battles. So far I've done 2 tournaments this month. One was the Go Stadium Ferocious Fuchsia lobby, and the other one was an in-person tournament with my local community. So I did really bad in the Fuchsia lobby tournament, but I did get one good battle out of it. So, well, one good matchup. So this is the battle for you here. Now, I am getting Houdini'd, but I can see up the top that it's Umbreon, and I can see his fast moves attacking me, so I knew that I was able to be safe here with my Alolan Ninetales, and I'm just farming it down at the moment. I haven't used any shields yet, and I am getting a pretty low on health, but now I've got the shield advantage, and I've got a charged up Ninetales, so I tried to save a little bit of energy there. And of course we don't know why, because we weren't able to get to another charge move anyway. So I hopped back into my Linoone, which I started with, and had some energy banked up, and we got the last shield there. So he switches into his Bibarel, and so Bibarel, whatever you say. So I switched into my Umbreon because it's a really good water counter, and the Dark Pulses, the Foul Plays do quite a lot of damage, as you can see there. So yeah, we're just going to take him down. I'm not going to shield anything because, you know, Umbreon's just such a tank. And I was really lucky with my Umbreon as well. Like, its IVs are attack 5, defense 11, HP 14. So that works out to be a rank 591 PvP IV at 96.8%. So I was really lucky there. Now, I wasn't looking at the screen, but you can see we've got our Linoone here again. I was making sure earlier that my Umbreon didn't end up getting matched up against the Alolan Ninetales, and it actually worked out for me. At this stage, I was running Vaporeon on my team. I've ended up dropping Vaporeon for Bibarel. I didn't have one set up at the time that I put my team in for this. So, and I also... It breaks my heart to say this, but I had to drop Ferret. I felt like it wasn't really doing a lot for me, so I switched it in for Nidoqueen, and oh my goodness, I feel so much better about my team now, so you'll see that later. So here we've got my Lairon. I've ended up dropping that from the team as well. Even though it's a rank 33 Lairon, I found that it wasn't as spammy with the body slams as I really wanted it to be. So it did really well for me in this match though. Like, the work that Lairon does in this match takes out like almost 2 Pokemon. So that was really good, but I just felt like I wasn't very good at using it. So you can see here that the Linoone's fast attack is doing quite a lot of damage, but I am able to do a lot of body spams. And then he brings out his Raichu, so I'm just going to stick it out. Like, you know, Lairon's done enough work for me here, so I'm just going to do as much damage as I can, which it does heaps. And then we've got our Ninetales, which can pretty much just charm down the Raichu there. I do shield here, just in case. I don't think a Brick Break would have killed me, but there was a bit of lag there as well, so I kind of got 3 fast moves up on him, so I stopped. And then I let him get 3 fast moves, and it's like, oh, that's right, Raichu's a spammer, like he's already got a charge move ready. So this is the 3rd battle, and I've got led with my Lairon. I was just going like mad lass. I just like, whatever, I've won it now, let's just have some fun. So we're up against the Raichu here, and his Raichu's done a lot of work. I'm not going to shield anything. I'm just going to do as much damage as I can, and then we'll let the Raichu take us down. We got him pretty low as well though. And I go into my Linoone, and I didn't actually notice. I thought that I took the Raichu out, but he popped him in the back for later. So then he mirror matches me with his Linoone. Grass Knot does quite a bit of damage if you do let it go through. So we both shielded there, but now he's got no shields and I've got 1. So I throw another Grass Knot here. It's not enough to KO, but I decided not to shield as well. Looks like I've got a little bit better PvP IVs on my Linoone than he does. So we're able to get to another Grass Knot, and that will take the Linoone out. now he brings out his Nidoqueen. Oh my goodness, if I could just get to this grass knot. Yes, we got to it. So that would do a lot of damage. There we go. And now we've got, I've already forgotten. Oh yes, Alolan Ninetales in the back. How do I pull this off? Maybe because we've got the shield and he doesn't. He's already on such low health that charms were enough to take it out. But the Raichu comes back out. I thought I had the match here, and then the Raichu comes out with a charge move ready to go, and then we're able to charm down the Nidoqueen. So a bit sneaky there. Now this is the in-person tournament, and it was a really good day. Like as I said, I switched up my team. I'm currently running Umbreon, Nidoqueen, Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Sandslash, Linoone, and Bibarel. So we've got our Nidoqueen up here, and he's got his Sandslash out. I'm pretty sure he's switch locked at the moment. So we do have to shield this Psychic move there, as it'll be super effective against the poison typing. And no, he wasn't switch locked. So then he brings out his Bibarel and it takes out our Nidoqueen. Water Gun's just so powerful against Nidoqueen. And I bring out my Umbreon. So we're not going to shield here. Umbreon's just such a tank. I love that little move he does. Like, see his arms when he gets hit with the move. So we're going to throw a Foul Play. It does a lot of damage. He doesn't have any shields. And I'm not going to shield this one. It ends up just being a Surf, so that's good. We're able to get to another Foul Play. I did consider farming, but I didn't want to risk it. So then he brings out his Alolan Ninetales at mine as well. So we're able to just charm that one down. And we've got a bit of energy banked up. And of course it's Umbreon in the back, so that's excellent for us. And Umbreon does get to a charge move. I'm going to shield that one, even though maybe I didn't need to. And I mean, I don't really need to throw any charge moves, but you know, gets it done quicker. So it did take a lot of health off, and we're able to just charm it down. And I took the win on the first battle there. So there's our team for the second battle. And I honestly, I powered up some of the Pokemon on the way to this tournament. I hadn't even practiced with them. Like, I just went absolute mad last. I was just like, let's see what happens. And it worked out really well for me. So that's what I did with this team. I was just like, I'm just going to go with some Pokemon that I feel like I didn't really put much thought into it. And I don't think he was expecting that first, the Metal Claw, like, oh my goodness. Didn't shield it, let his Sandslash go, and I was going to try to switch out, but sorry, not his Sandslash, his Ninetales, but he ended up taking me out first. So I bring out my Umbreon, and I'm not going to shield anything here. Umbreon's a really good water counter, so I'm just going to go for the Foul Play. I don't think I ever went for a last resort against a Bibarel, because Foul Play is just so much less energy, and when I was practicing I saw how much health it takes off, and I just thought it's more energy efficient. I could be wrong though. I mean, I'm just a pleb, what do I know? So we are able to get to another Foul Play there, and he brings out his Umbreon, and we are able to get to a last resort. That's epic. There's what, 1 HP left. And so we've got our Bibarel in the back. This is not ideal for me. As I just said before, Umbreon is a great water counter, and I think in the, like, before my Umbreon died, I was just hanging on for dear life, because his Umbreon was in the back, and I knew that even with 2 shields I wasn't going to be able to win this matchup. I'm wondering if I went for more Surfs instead of Hyper Fang, if it would have worked. Am I getting mixed up? Nah, he's able to. Yeah, he's able to take me out there. Yeah, I'm not sure if Surf would have been the better option there. I'm really not sure. I didn't really practice very much. So Bibarel was one of the Pokemon that I powered up the day of this tournament. And so next battle, final battle to find out the tiebreaker, and we've got Nidoqueen up against his Umbreon, and I decide to stay in. I don't want to give up my switch advantage, and we shield this one here. We let the last one go through. I do get to an Earth Power, and he shields that one. But as you can see, we got the defense drop twice, so that was crazy good. And he does take out our Nidoqueen here, but his Umbreon is so low, so I bring out my Alola Ninetales and take it out. So he mirror matches with me, and I go for this Psyshock here, and he lets that one go through. Oh, he's got no shields left, so that would make sense. And then he goes in. I take out his Ninetales, and he has the little rat, Raticate, in the back. I couldn't remember his name then. And so we've got our Umbreon here. The charms just did so much work for Umbreon before he even came out. So I do go for a last resort. I have not even practiced against a Raticate, so I'm not really sure what to do against it. But I figured that last resort would do more. And we're able to just take him out with the fast moves. So there's my... I took the win. Yes. So next up, I'm up against Brattles Gaming. He actually does YouTube as well, so make sure you check him out, Brattles Gaming. And so we've ended up here with his Ninetales locked up against my Nidoqueen, which is pretty good for us. I do just have to watch out for the Psychic charged move. So we go for an Earth Power, and he lets that one go through, and he can bring out his Umbreon. So we're trying to get to the charge moves. He gets there first. I let this one go through. It does a bit more health than I thought it would do, but we looks like we CMP tied. So then I throw my Earth Power. We don't get the debuff, and just going to see if we can get to another charge move. We got there, but just not in time. Not able to actually execute the move. So we're able to bring out our Ninetales here, and we're just going to charm down. He's got a whole bunch of energy banked up, and just going to last resort me a lot here. I'm still holding on to my last shield though, and just going to farm down and use the shield here. And charm will be enough to take that one out. And he's got his Alolan Marowak in the back. Not something I saw very often so far this month. And we've got our Umbreon in the back here. He laughs at Shadow Ball. It's just like, whatever. So yeah, you can tell that no shield here. We're going to be able to take the win, because Umbreon just walls Alolan Marowak. And we've also got the super effective Foul Play, which are easy to get to. I mean, our Dark Fast move is super effective against the Ghost typing. So yeah. Did get pretty close though, but I was pretty confident. I'm always confident with my Umbreon. It's one of my favourite Pokemon to use in PvP. I feel like I've used him in like, the last 3 or 4 tournaments? I don't know. So going into the second match here. This is an interesting match. I wanted to include it because I wanted to see if I can get some of your opinions. I made a bit of a mistake, and I'm not sure if it could have gone differently if it went a different way. I might try getting on PvPoke like Fish on a Heater did, and try doing this matchup and see if I could have done it differently. So, oh my goodness, Suicune. Suicune is crazy. I still can't believe that the attack debuff is 100% chance, and it's so quick to get to. Like, there's been times this month where my Umbreon is just doing nothing, and the match is dragging on. It just keeps getting his attack lowered, and it's just a very boring matchup, if you ask me. So we've ended up with our attack lowered Umbreon up against his Ghost Marowak, Alolan Marowak. I do know English, where I do. So yeah, I think that because we have had our attack lowered, we're not as effective against him, but Umbreon still does have his tankiness, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable here. And we're able to take the Marowak out, and we meet Suicune again with another charged move ready to go. It turns out to be a Bubble Beam, and it lags. So this is where it sort of gets interesting, because I really thought that he had another shield, which he doesn't end up having. And I'm not sure, like, he seems to have a whole bunch of energy. I don't know. I know that he charged, but that's a lot of energy. So here I'm thinking that he still has a shield, so I basically just gave up. That's something that never just give up, because you could be wrong, you know, like you never know what might happen in PvP. So yeah, just with that match there, I let it go through because I thought he had a shield, and I just thought there was no way that I could have come back from that. So what do you think? If I was able to get to an earth power or an earthquake, do you think that would have been enough? That's my question. So here we go into the tiebreaker, which is awesome because Brattles usually kicks my butt. So we've got our Alolan Sand Slash here, and I love how quick it gets to its charge move. Like, look at that. And I'm not really sure how it goes against a Suicune. This is one of the first times I've ever come up against a Suicune, and I'd practiced a little bit with Sand Slash, but it's one of those Pokemon that I was just like, okay, on the day of the tournament, I was just like, I'm gonna use it. I need to change my team. So yeah, we end up coming up pretty good in this matchup. I just played it out, see how it went, and we're able to get to another charge move. Our attack is so lowered though, like pretty much doing nothing with our fast moves, and he's got Bibarel in the back. So I probably gonna mirror here. He has the energy advantage on me though, and we just take the surf. We don't shield that one. Trying to get to the Hyper Fang here, and I let this one go through. It ends up being another surf. Oh, I ended up going for a surf, so I wanted to sort of bait out the shield there, but I don't think we're going to get to another charge move. His water guns are just too much, and so I've only got my Alolan Ninetales left now. Not really great. Surf did a whole bunch of damage that I didn't expect. He's still got a shield in the back, which really sucks. And he's got his full health Alolan Ninetales. So I go for a Hail Mary, just throw a Psyshock, and not really much point. What was it going to do? And so next up, I was up against Willow. I took the loss on the matchup with Brad, but I'm glad I got at least one win. And so Willow, she's really good at PvP. She's way newer than me, but she still manages to beat me. And I know that after a few tournaments, she's going to be up there with the top players. She likes to sometimes do spice picks, which will catch you off guard, which you'll see in a moment. So we've got our Linoone mirror match at the beginning here, and we've both used a shield, and we got to the CMP tie here, and I let my Linoone go. So then I bring out my Alolan Ninetales, and she brings out Perugly. Like, what? What does Perugly do? What type is it? I don't know. What moves does it have? I don't know. I'm just gonna stay in and see what happens. So it is destroying my Ninetales, and not off to a good start here. So I've got my Nidoqueen in the back. We're able to take out the Perugly. She did have her Linoone in the back with a Grass Knot ready to go, but luckily I was able to take it out with a fast move before she was able to click it, and an Earthquake saves the day. So we ended up getting the win on that one, and we did mirror match at the beginning again. So we've both got our Bibarels here, and I take that surf, I don't shield it, so I'm just trying. I don't know, how did she have so much energy? But anyway, my phone lags a lot at the beginning of matches. That's probably why, but you know, I'm used to it. So when I do get a win, I'm already at a disadvantage, so it's pretty good. I can't wait when I get a new phone to see how I actually do during PvP battles. But anyway, so you know, she really beat my Bibarel there, as you can see. But I've got Umbreon in the back, which isn't going to shield anything, and he's going to be able to tank a lot of these hits and take out the rest of the Bibarel. She's still got a shield, so we might potentially get the shield out of her. We do, which is excellent. So another foul play will be enough to KO that Bibarel. No, not enough. Almost enough. She is able to get to another charge move. I'm not shielding anything. It's only a surf. And we do just take him out with the fast moves. So Ursaring comes out. I know I did sort of look at Ursaring, so I know that it has counter, and we've still got a shield here. I don't really know what charge moves it has. Play rough and a close combat, perhaps. Not too sure. But we did see MP tie there, so I was able to get to the Earthquake, and I Earthquaked her Ursaring again like last match. But this time she had Ferocious in the back, and she's able to take the win there. So final match, tiebreaker, and we've got Ninetales versus Linoone. Grass Knot does a fair bit of neutral damage there, and so we're just trying to charm him down. I decided to use the shield here, and we did see MP tie, so I didn't want to waste all that energy, and we could potentially get the shield, which we did. And so Charm's able to take out the Linoone, and I'm able to gain to have switch advantage here. So we bring out Nidoqueen, which is just destroying the Alola Ninetales with our fast moves. I'm just gonna farm up. I do need to shield this. I don't know why I'm even thinking about it. And we did get to an Earth Power, so we're able to get her second shield there. And we've got a lot of energy ready to go, and we've seen this already. Earthquake, Ursaring, and go to sleep. So, yay, got the win on that one. I think that having Nidoqueen saved for the final, like when they don't have any shields, can be very handy depending on the team composition. So, yeah, I've felt a lot better about my team since I put Nidoqueen on there. And so now we're up to the final matchup. So I'm up against Candy Dandy, and you saw her in my last video as well. So she's pretty new to PvP, but she's able to beat me as well. So, you know, she's learning really good as just like Willow is. So I've got my water counter up against her. Bibarel, Bibarel, he still does a lot of damage to Umbreon, and she's able to pretty much take me out, but she throws Bibarel back in the back, saving for later. And I think I let her take my Umbreon out, and then I put my Umbreon away as well. So now we've got her switch locked with my Alola Ninetales, which is fantastic. She's got no shields, and I've got both of mine. So we do shield this one. I thought we might. And then we take out the Umbreon. We've banked up a lot of energy. I've got no idea which charge move is better, so I just throw an Ice Beam, and it takes out the Bibarel. And then she's got Piloswine in the back. I was like, oh wow, okay, that's spicy. We throw a Psy Shock here. It does a decent amount of damage. I'm not going to use a shield. I've just used all my energy. There's no point. And we bring out Nidoqueen. So Nidoqueen's ground moves will be super effective against the ice typing on the Piloswine, so that's why I went for that one. And so we did take the win there. Now we've got the Linoone mirror match, and she throws her charge move there, and I didn't shield, so I farmed up a bit of extra energy, and I'm able to get to the next Grass Knot. I'm pretty sure I got CMP there. So she's got hers coming now too. And I think I shield this one because she's already used a shield. She actually went for a Thunder, so that was different. I'm running Dig on mine just in case I came up against any sort of Nidoqueens or anything. I could do a lot of damage. Same with any of the steel types that people are running. And so now we've ended up, I'm pretty sure she took me out. No, I put it away for later. So we've got our Ninetales, and we're just going to charm down this Umbreon. She's able to get to another charge move with like 2 HP left, which was pretty good for her. Looks like she might not have a last resort Umbreon. I'm not too sure. So this is, I don't know. I was trying to get that last shield out of her, but she does have Lairon in the back. I've got my Nidoqueen, so my ground moves are going to be really good against the steel typing. So I end up switching out. I'm not sure why. Not really sure why. Maybe I used a shield, so I wasn't trying to use him as a shield. Grass Knot, I think he's still ground type, so that did a lot of neutral damage, which was good, and we ended up simultaneous KO. And then I've got my Nidoqueen up against her Linoone. I did have a bit of energy banked up, so we throw the Earth Power, but she's got a shield, and she's got a Grass Knot ready to go, and that's going to KO me. So that was really well played by her. I have to say, that was a good match. And then we go into the final match of the video, tiebreaker between Candy and I. So we've got Nidoqueen up against Linoone, and shield her first attack there and then go for an Earth Power, so that does so much damage. And I ended up, I think I switched then. Yes, I did, yes. So we switch into Umbreon, and she ends up bringing out Bibarel after we took out her Linoone. So we throw a Foul Play. We're just going to throw Foul Plays here. Don't think I shield. I'd rather save my shield for one of my other Pokemon. So we go for another Foul Play. She did get CMP then, and she burns a shield there. So we get to another Foul Play. I wonder if she'll burn her second shield or not. And she does. That's excellent. So now we're just going to do as much as we can with our Umbreon before we let him go. And then I bring out my Alolan Ninetales. Okay. And, oh yeah, I'm not going to bring out Nidoqueen against Bibarel. So she switches into her Piloswine, and I switch into my Nidoqueen. We do shield this one. I'm not sure what moves Piloswine's running, so it was a lucky guess there. And we get to an Earth Power. She's got no shield, so that's probably going to KO yet. And then she's got her Bibarel in the back, and we're able to just take it out with fast moves. Oh, she still had her Linoone left as well, which is interesting. So I came equal second. Oh my goodness. I ended up going 3 wins, 1 loss. I never do that well. The last time I did that well was Boulder Cup in Mirror. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the battles. Thank you for watching if you got this far. As always, I'll have links in the description for some Pokemon Go PvP Discord servers. Just want to say thanks to Sylph League for having these battles. Thanks to Sylph League SA for organising them, and Ghost Stadium. And thanks to everyone I battled. Catch you in the next video. Bye!